Aloha. My name is Nancy Williams, and I'm a realtor here on the beautiful island of Kauai with Find Your Kauai Home. I want to talk with you today about bringing your pets to Kauai if you are planning to move here or spend part of the year here. I'm talking through some mighty brisk trade winds today, so don't mind if I'm getting tossed about a little bit here. It's what helps keep this island cool, that's for sure, so we welcome them. In any case, you may or may not know that Kauai and all of Hawaii is a rabies-free island. And as a result, we have very strict quarantine here in the islands and very strict rules that must be followed to bring your loved fur babies here to our island. Now, it used to be in the old days, many years ago, that when your dog or cat arrived on Kauai, it would have to spend 40 days in quarantine at the Humane Society. And that is no longer the case. If you follow all of the procedures properly on the mainland, you can basically quarantine your dog or your cat on the mainland and take it right home with you when you arrive here on Kauai. So this whole process takes about 6 to 7 months. You do need to get shots, vet visits, blood tests. You have to send paperwork to Hawaii to make sure that all of that's been done. Your animal must be chipped, all of these things. But if you do all that before you get here, you can meet your pet at the airport and take him or her home with you. So it's, gosh, so much better. A lot of times people would not move here just because of that old 40-day quarantine, but that's no longer the case. Now know that if you're planning on getting a kitten or a puppy, that this whole process takes about 6 to 8 months. So your cat or dog will need to be at least 10 months old or so before you're able to bring him or her to Kauai. So if you're thinking about getting a cat or a puppy or a kitten or a puppy, I would suggest even waiting until you get here so that you can avoid the whole quarantine process or the mainland quarantine process. But if you have already a dog or cat that you love and you don't want to leave them behind on the mainland, you can follow these steps to bring them here without that 40-day quarantine once they arrive. There's a website that you can go to. It's www.hdoa.hawaii.gov and click on bringing your dogs and cats to Hawaii, and that will give you all of the details that you need to follow to make sure it's done correctly. I brought my cat here myself to Kauai when I moved here, and it was a fairly painless process, but it does cost money. I think when all was said and done, between the shots, the vet visits, the cost to fly her over, it was probably well over $1,000, but most definitely worth it. I love having her here. So that's it. Again, the website for you to take a look at is hdoa.hawaii.gov. My website is findyourkauaihome.com, and you can always reach me at 808-346-7173 or nancy@residekauai.com. And what I've shared with you today is not a comprehensive or completely factual checklist of things you need to do. It is not intended to be such. It's just general information. For more details, be sure to check out that website and do all the things that you need to do to bring your pets over here safely. Mahalo.